A tire exploded, a championship dream got shredded, and a part-time driver just embarrassed some of the biggest names in NASCAR at the most historic track in America. What happened at Indianapolis on Sunday is going to change how the next 10 weeks of this season play out, and one defending champion should be furious right now. Corey Heim took the checkered flag at the Brickyard 400, holding off Denny Hamlin on a late restart to claim the win at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Kyle Larson's day ended early when his left rear tire failed and sent him into the wall. Chase Elliott suffered nearly the same fate one stage later after contact from Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Joey Logano quietly extended a hot streak with a third-place finish, and Todd Gilliland walked away with $1 million bonus thanks to chaos he didn't even cause. Indianapolis is not just another oval. It's the track where track position decides races, where the leader on a restart almost always wins, and where a single mistake costs everything because there's nowhere to hide. That reality shaped every storyline on Sunday. Corey Heim isn't even a full-time Cup Series driver yet. He's running a partial schedule in 2026, and he just beat a car owner, Denny Hamlin, on the biggest stage NASCAR has outside the crown jewels. That's not a fluke, that's a statement. Meanwhile, for Kyle Larson, this is turning into a season-defining crisis. The reigning champion has managed only a handful of points across his last 4 races. With the postseason point reset approaching, every stage point matters more than fans realize, and Larson is bleeding position when he can least afford it. Let's talk about what actually decided this race, because it wasn't just speed. Heim's win exposes something the entire garage already knows. Track position at Indianapolis is close to unbeatable when the next-gen car is involved. Clean air is everything here. So when Heim controlled the restart that mattered most, the outcome was almost locked in. The real skill wasn't the pass. It was surviving long enough to be in position to make it. Now flip to Hendrick Motorsports, because this is where the real alarm bell should be ringing. 2 cars from the same organization suffered nearly identical tire failures within 1 stage of each other. That is not a coincidence. You brush off. That's a pattern that either points to a tire compound issue or a setup philosophy that's living too close to the edge. If Hendrick doesn't diagnose this fast, they're not just risking one bad weekend, they're risking their championship contenders heading into the most unforgiving stretch of the year. And then there's the strategy call that will get replayed on pick box film sessions for weeks. Ryan Preece's team had a legitimate shot at stealing a win during a late caution. Track position was everything. Nearly every serious contender took 2 tires to protect their spot. Preece's crew chief gambled on 4. In theory, fresher tires late is a sound red. In practice, at a track where clean air decides races, it was a gamble that removed him from contention before the green flag even dropped again. Bold? Yes. Smart? That's a much harder argument to make. Expect 2 very different reactions rippling through the fan base this week. On one side, there's genuine excitement about Heim, a rising star beating veterans on a marquee stage, the kind of moment that gets replayed on highlight reels for years. On the other side, panic. Larson fans are staring at a point total that makes a top 5 regular season finish look shaky, and that kind of pressure on a defending champion tends to dominate every broadcast leading into the postseason. Analysts will be split, some framing Heim's win as the start of something big, others zeroing in on Hendrick's tire troubles as the story that actually shapes the championship picture. Best case, Hendrick identifies a tire issue immediately. Larson rattles off a string of strong finishes, and this Indianapolis weekend becomes a footnote instead of a turning point. Heim, meanwhile, parlays this crown jewel win into a full-time ride sooner than expected. Worst case, the tire problem resurfaces at another high-speed track. Larson's championship defense effectively ends before the postseason even begins, and Hendrick spends the next month fielding questions instead of answers. So here's the question. Was Corey Heim's win proof that he belongs full-time in Cup right now? Or is this the kind of moment that only happens because Indianapolis makes track position king? Drop your take in the comments because I want to hear it. And if you want breakdowns like this every single week, make sure you're subscribed because next week's chase implications are about to get a lot more dramatic.